Hello everyone, welcome to episode 50. Motherfucking 50 of the Fat Cast. I said we couldn't do it, but here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Against all odds, we have Colorado's favorite dirtbag.
Aloha.
No, I like it.
Zachary Barberin.
Hello, everyone.
Greg Lloyd, what does FACT stand for?
Stands for frequent answers to questions.
That's what it's always stood for.
All 50 times, except when we mess it up.
And last but not least, the tax man.
Last but least. Alright, well, what do we got on the start for today?
So we're going to talk about a bunch of shit. We're going to talk about Donald Trump. We're all excited about that. We have his biggest supporter of all time, Nathaniel Bauman. We're going to talk about the Nintendo Switch. We're going to talk about the good things and the bad things.
Scott Bay is number one.
Mm-hmm. Who's that?
Chachi.
Who's Chachi?
Then like Donald Trump is second to himself.
He's second.
Yeah.
He's got
TV star from the 70s. He was America's favorite child in the 70s.
I'll Google it.
America's favorite Scott Bay.
We're going to talk about the Nintendo Switch. We're going to see what we like about it and what we don't. We're going to talk about Wells Fargo. Hopefully, Nathaniel knows enough about that because the internet just went out.
Yeah,
And I don't know
good.
about
I'm
it.
good.
Okay, good. Gene Simmons?
Richard Simmons.
No, not Richard Simmons.
No, Richardson.
The workout
Oh,
guy.
you made me write down Gene Simmons. Richard Simmons. God damn it. And Solar City was acquired by Tesla. Before we get to that, I want to talk about this podcast. What it means to me, what it means to you,
What it means to the world.
maybe what we've learned in 50-some episodes of podcasting. So our last one came out a year ago. It has 50, our first one came out a year ago. 52 episodes, 52 plays, sorry, in total.
Played
Not really a good number
Nice.
on that one. We recorded it with two mics for some reason, and they were both like clip-on mics. And it sounded really fucking bad until we got these. Maybe one day we'll upgrade after that. But I think we came, what did we upgrade to? Long ways. Something that costs more than $30 a mic. These are super fucking cheap. But they're good, they're fine, unless you shake it like this. Yeah, sorry everyone.
If I did that, Matt would
Break
yell
it
at
with
me.
their wall.
Yeah, exactly. Including the audience and the terrible pain of our sound quality. Our greatest episode so far was episode 40 Extravaganza. I have no idea why that one has the most amount of plays.
Because we were drinking 40s.
Yeah, we were drinking lots of 40s. How many plays do you guys think that one has on it? It's
42.
187.
400. Gosh, you guys are keeping these numbers real low. I like it.
3,200.
Fuck you, Nathaniel. 2,982.
Damn.
Our most played person is, this is on SoundCloud, of course. This isn't on YouTube. I could have gotten those statistics, but fuck YouTube, we're not good at it yet, so we don't want to talk about that. Hamza Khan has played the most episodes, 23 episodes he listened to.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Holmes
thanks,
Khan.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy. He kind of looks like Corey Kelly from high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think he's a DJ somewhere. Don't know why he's listening to us. Probably just hoping that maybe we'll listen to him, but we haven't, so I'm sorry.
Okay, one day we'll listen to Holmes Khan.
I just want to ask you guys, do you guys like this shit? What can we do better? That takes no effort.
We could,
There's only going up from here.
Get rid of,
How do you go now?
I think it's great. Fuck it.
we can
So
get
that's
rid
what-
of
Okay.
That's
we
what
can
pass the time.
rid of Nathaniel, then we get rid of Greg,
Yeah.
then get rid of Zach, and
Can't
then we
get
can
rid of
get rid of Matt.
You don't know how to do this part of it. You can set the camera.
Yeah.
You have to start all over again. You don't want to.
I think we need like a movie section. We need a music section.
Mm-hmm, that'd be dope.
Art. We need futurology. I think we could do a better job of organizing like some topics, but
That would become a business at that point. We don't fucking have time.
we gotta start
That.
dressing up.
Yeah, we gotta dress up more. Look what I'm wearing. I'm wearing red shorts,
Vacation.
checker shirt, Nick.
The
what are you
dirtbag's
wearing?
got the Canadian tuxedo rolling.
Yeah, you never wear that shit at all. When did you buy that?
It was March 23rd, 2014, I believe.
I feel like you deserve a clap.
Thank you.
Let me see if there's
What is futurology? That sounds like some made up bullshit.
Futurology, dude.
Yeah, that's like stuff that hasn't happened yet.
Like
Makes sense.
It's like talking about
It's like hoverboards, man. We can talk about hoverboards.
like next week I'm
Right,
probably gonna
right,
be
right.
sitting on my couch with my pants off drinking beer. That's gonna happen in the future.
No, I think futurology is like technology and thinking about what kind of tech is going to exist in the future and what kind of
Basically, anything Elon Musk says, you can just throw that into that segment.
Just throw that in there.
Anything Stephen Hawking says, anything Stephen King says, either of those people actually are fine. Yeah.
Stephen King.
Yeah.
Forward
Get him in a room, get him on the show.
Get him on the show.
All right, well, that was it.
What about Steve Bannon? Anything that
Steve
he's said?
Bannon?
Isn't that like a David hero, superhero?
No.
Does it mean like the Attorney General? It's gonna be the.
No, that's Trump's
Attorney General, right?
Not Speaker.
Paul Ryan. Speaker of my house.
No. I knew it.
That's Nick.
His head.
This whole show.
Just making us look
Alright,
as Americans.
At least I know his name. I just don't know the
I
title.
agree, but you brought it up. And
We don't have internet, so I can't Google who Steve Bannon is.
There's the guy who talks into Donald Trump's ear. He whispered things.
Oh, his political advisor?
Yeah, basically his lead advisor.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, I'm sorry.
Chief strategist is his title, and he's a crazy motherfucker.
Can we take a moment to recognize the evil Kermit meme? Have you guys seen that one?
Oh, yeah.
No.
That's a great meme.
I'll put it on the bottom.
The Joe Biden meme has been amazing.
People are saying the Joe Biden meme was made up, so Joe Biden can run in 2020.
Oh shit, conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy
Wait, what's the
theories.
Joe Biden?
Oh, Joe Biden
meme is really good. That's good.
It's him just making fun of Donald Trump and other like goofy things he does like in the White House.
It's like he's like talking with Obama. It's
Yes.
like I gave him the wrong address or something. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not giving him the Wi-Fi password. It's not happening. I'm putting it like I'm hiding in illegal like random rooms in the
He's like
in the White House where Donald Trump defined.
He's like telling Mike Pence like hey, just because you're part of his, you're in his cabinet now, that doesn't mean his real cabinet.
Doesn't mean you actually go into the cabinet.
It's fucking hilarious. Okay, well, round of applause for us. We made it to episode 50. Nathaniel, really always been here since episode
Quiet
like
applause.
30 close enough.
it still feels good, man. It's good to be here.
And then let's talk shit about people we don't like anymore. Victor, he's not on the show. Fuck him.
Yeah.
What happened to the sports?
Nickel Bean?
The sports.
Fuck him, he's not here
He's
either.
probably dead somewhere.
Yeah. He's not popular like me. Why would he be dead somewhere?
And Christian, the old fan favorite.
Do you know something?
Yeah, Christian's on one episode. Kill him.
Did you do something?
Alright, well, on to the rest of the fucking show. We're just doing news today. Last time this happens. Our last episode we recorded was actually before Halloween. So then we had to throw that shit in there. Didn't even add it on YouTube, so our online presence.
When you were lost to the Oklahoma hole. How was
Yes.
that? How was Oklahoma? Tell us about your travels over the past month and a half.
Okay, fine. Ohio was about a 5 out of 10. Oklahoma was a 6 out of 10. San Vallejo, California, 6.5 out of 10. Not even that great, honestly. Napa, California, 8.5 out of 10. Seattle, 9.75.
You weren't
Back
there.
to it.
You were not there for work though.
No, I was not there for work. I was drunk the whole time. It was
Yeah.
great.
Well, that was
It was really kind of a blur at this point.
Yeah, it's like another level up.
Different category.
It was actually fun word states. Yeah, that was it. That was it. Oh, no, Donald Trump, man.
On to Donald Trump.
I was thinking a way we could do this so we could organize our thoughts a little bit.
Okay.
So we're just gonna go around in a circle and we're gonna be positive and we're gonna say the best things of Donald Trump.
No,
And you can be
that's
sarcastic and
real.
talk
I mean,
about
like,
shitty things.
I generally support Donald Trump, but I don't like a lot of the stuff he does. You know?
So when you say you generally support,
Yeah, like I support over half the stuff because I do like a lot of his ideas, but like socially, like he scares me.
yeah, he could be Hitler. That's a
like,
bad thing.
I don't want him to deport anybody. I love friends.
But you were able to focus on the good things though, and I think the difference is
Well-
that everyone else at this table can't even do that. you know?
No, it is definitely hard to get by, and I still don't like him. I mean, like I wish there was a better Republican candidate because he is kind of awful. And I took a political compass quiz, total segue. Dude, I lined up with Ted Cruz 90%. Isn't that crazy?
Oh.
Donald Trump was like a 60%.
Damn, that's crazy. Wait, which one did you take?
I took the regular or whatever.
Did your dad help kill JFK as well?
Ted Cruz?
Yeah.
Ted Cruz. I know it's Ted Cruz's family. Yeah.
Yes. Trump accused
I
Ted
know,
Cruz's
yeah.
dad of helping to kill JFK
Yeah.
because he says things like
There's
that.
like pictures with Ted Cruz's dad. Like,
Anyway, I have something positive to say. His hand gesture rate per minute is just off the charts. I can't even begin
I
to
didn't notice
compete.
that.
Very high.
It's just like, I mean,
Well,
I don't
it's
know
like
if he's
this.
like giving a speech or if he's like trying to direct aircraft out of like the hangar.
With his tiny hands.
Well, honestly, as much as I hate to say it, sometimes the Donald makes me laugh. I'm talking about the subreddit.
The subreddit?
the whole like meme war shit. It kind of
They won the meme war, yes, right? They won. If you guys didn't know, there's a subreddit on Reddit called the Donald, and they got real annoying, and
it's really annoying
out of control.
when you get on there and the really annoying thing is that it seems like some of the Donald Trump supporters realize that he's like the worst possible candidate, but they're just like, we don't care. Like they're like 4chan users.
That's kind of
Exactly.
That's truly the category I kind of fall into.
Yeah.
4chan.
It's bullshit.
Political
It's like
stance.
he's like 4chan, but you get on there and they're like, oh, we have the best. We have the best supporters, don't we, folks? Like the comments all say shit like that.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. It's just like a wave.
It's so spot on though, because like Donald Trump's like, oh, we're gonna win on that, aren't we, folks?
Of course we are.
I guess one positive thing about Donald Trump is his perseverance, I guess. Like, even when he, like, shouldn't have continued on, he just said, I don't know if it's just, his ego was so inflated, but he just, like, yep, we're gonna keep going. Oh, all signs show that we're failing? Well, fuck those signs. We're just gonna keep doing it anyway, and you know what?
Can we talk about that? About how
Like,
all
he
signs
saw it
pointed
to
that
the end.
they were not going to win. Like,
Oh,
all
yeah.
the polls said they were not going to win.
Right? That
And-
says a lot. That tells, I mean, like,
That just means that everyone's afraid to vote, to tell their friends that they were voting for Donald Trump.
Yeah, you mean
That's what it was.
the exit polls, right? Like,
Yeah.
as soon as they got out of the booth, they're like, oh yeah, I voted for Hillary, even when they voted for Trump.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, even before that, the polling all looked like Hillary Clinton was just going to win in a landslide.
Oh
Probably like 30%.
Yeah, but even so, when you get into probabilities like that, like it's not too unheard of, like, to go the other way.
Yeah,
if you
I
have
guess
like
so.
a 1 in 5 chance or something like that.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
a big reason why he won is also like the social justice warrior, all that political correctness stuff. Like
It just push people
it.
further against
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
That's very true.
I don't see what's so wrong with being politically correct, and that's coming from me.
What's so wrong being politically correct?
Yeah.
No, I think.
I mean,
to
I
a
see how it
certain
goes
extent,
overboard
yeah.
at sometimes, but it's like being politically correct is for the most part better for everybody than not being.
That's very, very true. But
Oh, but
the,
And I mean,
the,
and if that's coming from me, that's saying something.
the problem is it's like, like the annoying kid in class. It's like, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
And
well,
that's what
the-
people have
and
a
the-
problem
well,
with.
the
Even though
problem
it's like, the kid who said you shouldn't do that is being right, but people just aren't mature enough, and we
Well,
still
yeah,
act like we're in elementary school.
And a lot of people are getting sick and tired of being called like racist or misogynistic or anything like that for like little things, and then you get into like safe space this, safe space that. You get into like all the different gender pronouns. Like, have you seen some of those? Some of those I think we talked about it before on the podcast, but like some of them are like Z, Zay, J,
Yeah, we talked about
G.
that.
There's like a bunch of different weird ones that people literally go by.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Gender pronouns. Like instead
Like
of
said
he
he or she.
they'll say like, oh yeah, Z. They'll say different things. Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Because-
It's-
Started from Harvard.
Because if somebody
It's fucking
identifies as if born a man, you identify as being a woman, and somebody says, "Oh, that," or like, "What did he say?" or something, then they get all offended.
Yeah, it's a fucking weird thing. Like, or like instead of going by he or she, they'll just go by they. Because they don't want to be like they don't want to be a he or she. It's just too far overblown. I really sympathize with a lot of like social
But
justice. I consider myself a feminist, like all of that shit. But sometimes that shit just
I
goes way too far.
see that like happen on like the internet, but I've never run into a person ever that has like gotten offended by that.
People in my industry of environmental consulting, there's a lot of people like the real environmental heavily friendly and stuff. They don't they get equally as mad if you like say anything that sounds like you're like interrupting like women as like I'm phrasing this terribly, but like you interrupt like someone and like do something slightly bad. It's up there with not recycling. That's pretty high up there.
Oh yeah, that's a big thing in your
very
office.
big one.
I don't get it. What's a very big thing?
No, I'm saying like anytime like you do like any little thing that could be taken as like you were just trying to do like something like for example, mansplaining. Have you guys heard of that?
Man spreading?
Mansplaining, not manspreading. Mansplaining is where a woman is trying to explain something, and then the guy says, "Oh no, you're explaining it wrong. This is what it is." And then you go on. Then the guy goes on to say the exact same thing the girl was saying. We had a moment in my office where we talked about that.
you fucking
Well, like,
serious?
And I was just like, that's kind of funny. I didn't know that was a thing. And like, it is a thing now. I'm like, oh fuck, sorry. And then I feel like I offended some people laughing about that, but I'm just like,
Well, fucking for being offended, right?
no, see, that's the point. And then like, that's why this, I don't know, very.
Well, it's just overblown, but I don't know. It does seem to be pretty fucking crazy that Donald Trump is now the president. And I think it's really sad because of like, just like the way, just like the way that like, you know, Obama's gonna go out of like his presidency and like pass the torch off to fucking Donald Trump, who has been like one of his like major critics. You know what I mean? Like,
But he's been like his
they've
whole time in office.
They've talked a lot of shit about each other, and now Obama has to fucking hand over the keys to the White House. Like, it's just fucking weird. And it's also kind of weird and fucked up because like Donald Trump being, you know, having racist comments and like just kind of what it does for like, you have like a historic like first black president, and now you're going into like, you're passing the torch on to like a racist president who like was literally endorsed by the KKK.
Yeah.
It's like, it just seems like totally fucked up. It's
It's
just
a
weird.
bad reality
Like
show.
endorse George W. Bush. I don't know. Like, has the KKK endorsed presidents in the past?
I
don't know.
They endorsed
I
Obama,
never
I know
heard
a lot.
about it until just this past year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you would think that they would. They
Yeah,
probably they're like, oh, we support every Republican candidate.
I imagine they probably like George Bush.
John Stewart said something that I thought was interesting, because you got to remember that this is the same country still we're living in that had just voted for a black president 2 terms in a row. So we're still the same fucking people.
Some of the same people that
Just a little
voted.
bit confused.
Some of the same people that voted Obama for 2 of his terms voted for Trump.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just like this really fucking crazy thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I definitely I urge you all to listen to that Sam Harris little 30-minute podcast called the Most Powerful Clown. I thought that was pretty good. His comments on it were pretty good. I mean, he talked about like one of the big downfalls with the Democratic Party and Hillary Clinton was just their whole attitude about Islamophobia, and you know, like they did not they would not even like say or admit that, you know, that there was extreme Islamic, you know.
Yeah, that was weird.
They wouldn't even admit to.
I didn't realize that was that big of a deal as it was when Donald Trump was like saying, like during the debate, saying she's afraid to say, you know, Islamic terrorism. And I'm like, okay, yeah, she said that a bunch, man. Apparently it did, to the point where he had to say it every single debate.
Wait, she wouldn't say Islamic terrorism?
Yeah.
She would just say
Oh, neither would
terrorism.
Obama. Like they wouldn't even like they were real soft on Islam.
Or radical Islam. That's what it was. It was
Which
not
is-
Islamic terrorism. It was radical Islam was the phrase.
Yeah, and that's
It doesn't sound very nice, but it's like the whole political correctness is the truth, though. At the end of the day, it's what's happening.
yeah, for real. And for people who, you know, that was like their main issue.
Yeah.
They weren't going to vote for Hillary because of that reason. Because she wasn't. She did not even like. Maybe if she would have said something like, you know, about trying to crack down on, you know, like the refugees or something, you know. But the Democrats were too quick to like try to take that other side, that other stance with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just what they've been screaming about since, you know, September 11th, though. I mean, just they created an evil person in everybody's mind, and now everybody's more concerned about that kind of perceived evil person rather than actually what's important. And that's, I think, also why Donald won.
Are you saying like people are getting caught up with the idea of Donald Trump and not what actually he's doing?
I'm saying that, like, even way before this election started, you know, back with September 11th, they made, you know, the Muslims, like, the evil people, and now they've gotten everybody so scared and seeing, you know, terrorists in their cereal that...
What? Is that a phrase that was just made up? Terrorists in their cereal?
We're rolling with it, folks.
Hey, go on.
I mean, you just see...
No breaks.
No, we have great people, folks. Don't we, folks?
I mean, but just seeing, like, terrorists everywhere, and now, like, everybody is so terrified of Muslim people just because they think that they're all terrorists. And I think that's just what the Republicans and Donald Trump is just capitalizing on. And turn everybody who has almost no like, you know, middle America, where there's almost like no Muslim community, you know, everyone's like terrified of them.
Exactly. Yeah, that's just going around.
That's actually a good
Good job,
point.
Mike.
Yeah.
And then one point, just like that, you know, Sports Center show where like there's a guy around the horn. Yeah, I'll give you a point there. Giving you like 10 points for terrorists in your cereal. Terrorists in cereal, I'm like, yep, I agree with that.
And then also, I think that, I mean, I'm not saying just, let all the refugees in or whatever, but I think that further alienating them and even, trying to put them on a registry and not let them into the country, I think that's creating more animosity in the Muslim community, thus creating more terrorists.
Oh, for sure.
Like kind of what Jim Jeffries, the comedian, was saying, like, if you're just like a 16-year-old Muslim who's born in the U.S., you see yourself as an American, and now there's some guy who's yelling and saying, that's what's wrong, we need to get him out of the country, he's not American, or she, or G, whatever you want.
G. I just want to go by that, sorry.
Like, if you just had somebody screaming that you're the problem, you're not American, you're not like us, you don't belong with us, that person, I mean, he's going to be the next one to say, oh my God, let's blow this place up.
Yeah. Instead, he should just be saying, let's blow this pop stand, and he goes down to the movie theater, and he gets treated like a normal person.
Exactly.
And he goes with his girlfriend, and they watch, what was that movie you were saying? The romantic movie?
La La Land.
They go and watch La La Land, and they have a real nice time, and when they walk out, some guy on the street's like, hey, did you see a movie? He says, yeah, we watched La La Land, it was great. That's what you got to do.
Yep, that's where I was going with that.
Well, I don't know, but in any case, like, it's really kind of crazy, like what the fuck, 2016, like,
Weird
seems
year.
like we're just like traveling back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because we went too far forward, and we need, it's a rubber band effect. You can't go that far, and
Well, now what's going to happen is like the Republicans are in charge of everything now, like the Congress and president and the House.
Like,
House.
what the fuck? That's kind of fucked up, because then that's like fucking one side of the political spectrum that's going to be representing like the entire fucking country.
Yeah.
Like, it's so crazy.
which has a major impact on our country.
No, the biggest one is going to be, he's probably going to pick 3 Supreme Court justices.
Potentially.
Like, Ruth Ginsburg is definitely going to be.
She's old, but she's gonna fucking, she's gonna,
Probably
she's a fighter, dude, she's a fighter for
No,
sure.
Anthony, and then what, the other guy, the other old guy.
Carmelo Anthony.
2 of them are probably going to go within the next 4 years. That's what they are even saying. But
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucking crazy.
yeah, Supreme Court.
And then you get people who are backwards on a lot of like important issues, like fucking marijuana, for instance.
Yeah.
It's interesting. What is,
No, for real though,
what's it called? The head of the DEA? It's not the DEA. What is it? The
Attorney General?
yeah, Attorney General. Thank you. Hey, we're not all dumb. Yeah, he does not like marijuana to the
Exactly,
point where he said that we
exactly.
have to explain to the rest of the country people who smoke marijuana are bad
yes.
people. Is what he said. And it's just like, what?
What the fuck? It's the wrong direction to be heading down. Like, especially as marijuana is like doing so well.
Just make money for all states?
Dude, now, I mean, look how many states have legal marijuana now, and now there's gonna be more opposition with that.
Arizona.
Well, what happened in Arizona is that everyone believed the fact that the money just like stayed in the state and didn't go anywhere. But it's like even if that's what did happen and it just went to the state, that's better than money going to the drug cartel.
Yeah.
But it's amazing that worked well enough in this state to make it so it didn't pass.
Yeah,
Everyone
I don't
didn't
get-
go for it.
I don't
That's
get
what
why
they said.
people are so against it, but
Yeah.
you know, I mean, honestly though, the number one most important issue I think is climate change, and that's another fucked up part.
We didn't talk about that
The
at all
head-
during the freaking debates either.
the head of the-
Yeah, literally, it wasn't even like there was no questions relating to climate change.
Mm.
The person that he wants to appoint to the head of the EPA is
One of the like most
Yeah.
like
The largest climate change in
He
our
basically
Yes.
says it's this, and it's stupid that we're even thinking about it and wasting time on it. Is more or less exactly what he said.
Yeah, I don't understand how did they not like read, any
They're
scientific journals or what?
They're in-
Are they not college educated? Like what
we're
is
talking
the
about
issue?
people like even fucking Ben Carson doesn't like believe in evolution.
Oh yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Religion and the oil companies are in their pocket.
He's a fucking surgeon.
Like, how do you, like, Ben? What's up, dude?
Like,
how
dude,
do you have
no,
that?
literally, on the drive from San Diego back to Phoenix this morning, I saw a fucking billboard that was like talking about creationism. I'm like, who the fuck is paying for this? Like, this is pathetic. Like, truly, who the fuck is putting money into this? And I thought to myself, like, God, I would love to just like post on Facebook, like, you don't believe in evolution, you're a fucking idiot. But I can't do that because I'm sure I have family members that are like fucking, you know.
No.
They're a little bit like,
They're just religious. They're religious.
Yeah.
And they're just like, well, you know, the Bible says this and the Bible says that. I would love to just like take a YouTube video of me like wiping my ass with the Bible.
Oh my
And then
God.
I was
You guys ever feel like that? Like,
How would you draw
say
say you
you
can
can
roll
roll
a blunt out of the pages of the Bible?
God, that's going so fast. I'm like making a YouTube video of, I'm like you pointing out all the reasons in a specific order of why you shouldn't believe the Bible. No, just butt cheeks and boom.
I'm just sick of that whole like, oh,
Sick of
the Bible says this, the Bible says that.
The Bible says this and the Bible says that, and we'll be right back because we're at 25 minutes and we have to restart our camera.